The Complete History of the Universe, Part 2, The Big Bang. As our journey continues, allow your breathing to remain slow and gentle. Imagine yourself drifting through a place beyond imagination. Reality where neither space nor time has yet begun. There are no stars above you, no planets beneath you, no light to guide your eyes. Only a mystery waiting to unfold. Then, about 13.8 billion years ago, something extraordinary happened. Not an explosion into empty space, as it is often imagined, but the very beginning of space and time themselves. This event is known today as the Big Bang, despite its name. The Big Bang was not like a bomb exploding in the sky. There was no sky. There was no empty universe waiting to be filled. Instead, space itself began expanding. Every point in the universe began moving away from every other point, carrying with it the energy that would one day become everything we know. Imagine drawing tiny dots on the surface of a balloon. As the balloon slowly inflates, every dot moves farther from the others. The dots are not traveling across the balloon itself is expanding. In much the same way, the universe has been expanding ever since its first moments. In the beginning, the universe was unimaginably hot. Temperatures reached trillions upon trillions of degrees. There were no atoms. No light could travel freely. No stars existed to brighten the darkness. Instead, everything was filled with an intense sea of energy. Within the tiniest fraction of a second, the universe expanded at an astonishing rate. Scientists call this brief moment cosmic inflation. During this incredibly short period, the universe grew from something smaller than an atom to something vastly larger in an instant. Although this happened billions of years ago, we are still discovering clues that help us understand those first moments. As the universe expanded, it also began to cool. Just as a hot cup of tea slowly cools when left on a table, the universe became slightly less energetic with every passing second. This cooling allowed the first tiny particles to appear: quarks, electrons, neutrinos. These were among the earliest building blocks of everything that exists today. For a short time, the universe resembled a glowing ocean of energy and particles, constantly colliding with one another. Nothing remained still. Everything moved at incredible speeds. As the universe continued to cool, quarks joined together to form protons and neutrons. These tiny particles would later become the centers of atoms. Several minutes passed. Although this may sound like a long time, compared to the universe's entire history, it was only the briefest beginning. Now something remarkable became possible. The first simple atomic nuclei formed, mostly hydrogen, a smaller amount of helium, tiny traces of lithium. These simple elements would become the raw materials for every future star, planet, galaxy, and living creatures. Yet the universe was still too hot for complete atoms to exist. Electrons continued racing freely through space, preventing light from traveling very far. The universe remained bright, glowing, and opaque, more like the inside of a star than the empty darkness we know today. Then, nearly 380,000 years after the Big Bang, another incredible transformation occurred. The universe cooled enough for electrons to finally settle around atomic nuclei. For the first time, complete atoms formed. Suddenly, light was free to travel across the expanding universe. That ancient light still exists today. It surrounds us from every direction. Scientists call it the cosmic microwave background. It is the oldest light we have ever detected. A faint whisper from the universe's earliest days. Every time powerful telescopes observe this ancient glow, they are looking billions of years into the past. They are seeing the youngest universe we can possibly observe. At this stage, the universe contained no planets, no galaxies, no stars, only vast clouds of hydrogen and helium stretching across unimaginable distances. Darkness slowly settled across the cosmos. For millions of years, the universe remained quiet, patient, waiting. Gravity, the gentle force that pulls objects together, slowly began its work. Tiny differences in the density of matter grew larger over time. Regions with slightly more material attracted even more matter. Clouds slowly gathered. They became denser, warmer, brighter. These enormous clouds would eventually ignite, giving birth to the very first stars. And with those first stars, the universe would finally emerge from its long cosmic darkness. The age of light was about to begin. Take another slow breath. Imagine those endless clouds floating silently through the newborn universe. The first sunrise in all of cosmic history is still millions of years away, and in our next chapter, we will witness that extraordinary moment, the birth of the first stars, whose light would forever change the universe.